I didn't realise quite how many October releases I had on my lovely little NetGalley shelf. Welcome to my October TBR. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel at least twice a week, and then movie reviews or book to movie content here at the weekend. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on any of that bookish goodness. In the description box below are all of my social media links, including my blog and my Goodreads, so you can keep up with my reading in between times. And if you missed my September TBR, I will leave that linked up above, because there are a few rollovers from September into October. September wasn't as good of a reading month as I hoped it would be. However, there are some October releases that I was hoping to get to that I didn't get to, but then there are other October releases that have somehow found themselves onto my Kindle. I'm not sure how. So yeah, here are the books I'm hoping to read this month. So first of all, in the US, on the 6th of October, we have Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade. I don't know an awful lot about this one, but this one was recommended to me by Beautifully Bookish Bethany. We talked about it when we were reading One to Watch, which was a disappointing fat heroine book that was supposed to be all like yay body positivity and everything, and really wasn't. And this is hopefully going to be the book that does the job better. This is, I believe, adult romance, so yeah, be reading that one soon. Then very excitingly, there is a new Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls book, which is coming out also on the 6th of October. I have an audio review copy of this one, and I didn't do either of the first two books on audio, so I'm excited to do that one. But I also have this on hold from the library as well, so I can have a physical copy of the book. And let's face it, I will probably end up buying a copy of this one because I love these books so much. I have a whole video talking about Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls, so I will leave that linked up above in case you haven't seen me gushing over how much I really enjoyed those two books and how, yeah, fabulous I think they are. Okay, one of the October releases that I didn't get to in the month of September, we are now on to the massive clutch of books that are released in the UK on the 15th of October. There are a ton of them. If I've already read them, I'm not going to talk about them here. You'll need to see that one in my September wrap up. But first of all, we have Ghosts by Dolly Alderton, which I think I said in my last TBR that I didn't know an awful lot about, and I still don't know an awful lot about it, but it's a rollover from my September TBR into my October TBR. I always like to be transparent with you here, the fact that I didn't get to this one, so I will be getting to this one ASAP. And then, are you ready for a Christmas book? Are you ready for a Christmas book? I have One Family Christmas by Bella Osborne, which I wasn't approved to read early enough that it made it onto my September TBR. Otherwise I would have probably already read this one. I've been enjoying some Christmas reads, but I love Bella Osborne's books, and so I'll be getting to this one as soon as possible. And the little tagline for this one says, "What's Christmas without a little chaos?" And then yes, general chaos. I like the fact though, I don't know if you can see that we've got a character on there who has pink hair. I enjoy that. I miss having, you know, pink hair from here downwards. It's just that it's grown out. It's still some pink, but not as pink because there's not as much of it. And then we're still on the 15th. Still on the 15th. We have, where is my picture? I wasn't going to read this one. Well, I was always kind of going to read it, but I wasn't going to get a review copy of this one because I have read other books by this author and enjoyed them, but then I just saw everybody that had review copies of this one raving about it, and this is Because of You by Dawn French. And then like I say, I've seen other bloggers talking about this one. Anyone who's had a review copy has just been like, I don't know why it's doing that. This is amazing. So I just clicked request on it. I think I've been sent an email about it, so I don't know an awful lot about it, but everyone's been raving about it. So this one also comes out in the UK on the 15th of October. So It's on the TBR. Then I think, yes, we're moving on. We're moving on. On the 29th of October, I have a physical proof. Very excited. I have a physical proof to show you. This one is When I Come Home Again by Caroline Scott. And Caroline Scott writes historical fiction, and this is set around World War One. The Photographer of the Lost was her previous book, which unfortunately I just couldn't get into. It wasn't, I did try reading it, but I just kind of couldn't get into it so much. However, I'm going to give this one a go. I was sent a physical copy of it, and it's been a while since I read a physical proof. Like, I'm actually excited to like pick up this book and read a physical proof copy. But this is One Great War Soldier with Total Amnesia, 3 women who claim him as their own, who is telling the truth. That tagline really does get me. So gonna give this one a go, and this one comes out in the UK on the 29th of October. I think it's in like hardback, Kindle and audiobook. All the formats come out at the same time, but with dates and stuff getting moved around, obviously all these dates are subject to everything that dates are subject to. Then we have a couple of book versus movie books from last month that I did not get to because I was waiting on my library hold coming. So I just got the audiobook of this one, Words on Bathroom Walls by Julia Walton. I reviewed the movie of this one, so I'll leave that linked up above, but you all said that I should read the book and then do a sort of subsequent book versus movie video having read the book after having watched the movie, because that's always a different way around to do it, isn't it? So I will be reading that one and bringing you a video here, and then I'm still waiting. I'm now like second in line for Our Chemical Hearts by Krystal Sutherland, so I can then watch the Amazon Prime original movie that's just called Chemical Hearts. This one again was on my September TBR and I didn't get to it. And then I've been really wanting to watch the movie of this one, so I still have my audiobook copy of the book, so I'm going to listen to that in October so I can bring you the book versus movie for How to Build a Girl by Moran, because the movie for this one stars Beanie Fieldstein, and just looks amazing. So I have a hold on the Blu-ray from my library, and I already own the audiobook, so I can re-listen to the audiobook, which will be fabulous, and then watch the movie as soon as it comes in. So a few book versus movie, and then I have a couple of library books to tell you about as well. And then I think we're done, because I did make a good head start on the October releases in the month of September. I attended a virtual book party with my library. My library are doing these once a month, and they talk about and recommend books. I haven't been able to attend the previous one. I think I was like working late or out and about somewhere. I didn't get home in time to watch it anyway, but I got home in time just to watch this one. I think I started listening to the beginning of it in the car, but I could tell who was who when I was listening, so that was fun. And 2 books that were recommended in that book party, I put instant holds on with the library, so I picked those up last week and they are on my October TBR. So first of all, we have Buttermilk Graffiti by Edward Lee, which is a chef's journey to discover America's new melting pot cuisine. Everything's so shiny in this video. So this one has recipes in and is non-fiction, because I feel like everything else on this TBR was fiction anyway, so I'm excited to read this. If you've seen my September wrap up, or you're going to watch my September wrap up, watch a few things related, listen to a few things related to food on there. So I do have the audiobook copy of this one, but it's one of these where I feel like you need the physical copy as well, because I mean the pages, the book itself is beautiful, but it also has, I don't think listening to a recipe is quite the same, but let me show you, like, just the contents page is just rather glorious, and then when you get to the actual like first or second, you've got like maps and things in there as well. So I think you need the physical book, and then I can kind of switch between listening and reading and let you know how that experience is in my October wrap up. And then another food related one that was recommended by the same person in this book party. I just wanted to read everything she recommended, but this is a graphic novel, and this is called Meal, and this is Dreams, Love, Entomophagy. Yarrow is a young chef determined to make her mark on the cutting edge of cookery with her insect-based creations, but her evangelism of insect cuisine rubs some of her fellow chefs the wrong way, particularly Chanda. Her people have been eating bugs for centuries, and she's deeply suspicious of Yarrow's goal to turn their traditions into the big foodie trend. Can Yarrow win over Chanda and Milani, the neighbour she's been crushing on for weeks? So this one sounds good, and it's black and white illustrations, so that should be fun too. And it's been a while since I read a graphic novel, so need to access some of the bits I've been missing out on in the month of October. And I think that's it. Like I say, couple of carryovers from September, couple of new releases I'm very excited about. Let me know in the comments what is the book you're most excited to get to in the month of October, or if you also have any of those books on your TBR. Can't believe the Rebel Girls book kind of like snuck up on me like that. Didn't even know it was coming, but I'm excited to have an audio version of it, because I think that I can kind of pick that up and put it down, maybe, you know, listen to a story or a couple of stories at a time, and then put it down and listen to something else or read something else. We shall see. As always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, but let me know why. Make sure you are subscribed so that you don't miss out on any future bookish content, and hit that notification bell so you hear as soon as I upload. I will be back with more movie and bookish content for you very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.